Oh, these are directional, so I don't know if I told you, but
Yep.
flat, sweet spot. Yeah, okay. I'm tired of doing too many shows. I do about 105 of them at Black Hat. All right. Oh, I think we're on the air finally. Internet's a little wonky today. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to RVAsec 2022. Who better to talk than my next guest, HackRVA.org. Mr. Peter, what's your name? What's your last name, sir?
Warasila.
All right, excellent. And what do you do?
So I am, by day, I'm an embedded systems engineer. I
Right.
work on automotive products all the time. But what I'm here to talk about today are these badges that we make every year. So HackRVA is a local makerspace. It's really kind of like a tool co-op, but really more targeted at the sort of a nerdier hack, kind of crowd. So we have a lot of electronics. We have some 3D.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have some 3D printers and stuff like that.
You want to put that in front of the camera? Can we take a look at it?
Yeah, and so every year one of our biggest projects is to make the badges, the electronic badges here for RVAsec, and they're pretty straightforward. They just, if you want to, you can play with mine. I don't really care that much.
Let's take a look at the camera. Is it upside down? Which way should I hold it? Like
yeah,
this?
so that's the right way to hold it. So it hangs upside down, but. So we put the schedule on there. We put some games on there so that you can occupy yourself if you're waiting between stuff. And oftentimes we also put some stuff for the capture the flag stuff on there just to help them out. And
now this isn't a disguised Raspberry Pi or anything, is it?
It actually is.
Oh,
it absolutely
I was only
is.
kidding.
But it's specifically the Raspberry Pi Pico, which is a great microcontroller board. So it isn't the full computer.
Right.
It's just a microcontroller.
That's
And the Pico is a really, really great deal. You get a ton of RAM, plenty of processing power, flash, everything like that.
That's fantastic.
For like $4. So it's really a great value product. And this really is a value engineering exercise. It's a really good opportunity for me to practice that.
Right.
And but also it's just so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. Now, this is my first year doing it. I've known Jake for many years, but the first year I've come to this conference. Do they look like this every year, or is every year a little different?
Every year is a little different.
Right.
This is actually probably this is the only real year that we've not had the boards made. I think the first year we had the boards made, and this year we went that way just because we didn't have as much time as we normally would have. So
you turn this little. Well, that's it's an
encoder and a switch. It's the main
just
button.
A cap for electrical.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So we did that. So that was one
fantastic.
that was my prototyping one while I was waiting to get
Very
the
nice.
ones 3D printed. So
now I'm encouraged by your enthusiasm. I had my first computer in 1984. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Right. 2 floppy drives. Hard drives weren't invented, and my first hard drive cost me $1,500.
Yeah.
And it was 20 megabytes.
I know.
That's it. Right.
And you get told 2 on there, and it's less than $4.
It's unbelievable. What would you say to young people that, they're sitting around, they're a barista, and there's better things in life?
Yeah.
Let's encourage these people to come into in the security sector because there's so many people out there that could do so well for the industry, and we're so short. And,
Yeah.
I mean, this is fun stuff.
Yeah, it can be really overwhelming, I think, at the start to kind of get into this stuff, especially what I do, which is the embedded side of things.
You got to learn the vernacular. That's different.
Yeah, absolutely. But, there's so many great tools now between Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and all the community resources that are available that you just didn't have 10 years ago, that have all really matured. And so there's a lot of really great ways to get into embedded programming and a lot of really great ways to get into secure embedded programming for Internet of Things. And that's the big thing these days, is keeping that secure. And there's just so much information out there that you can get you can start on something like the Raspberry Pi or an Arduino or even some other setup like an ESP32, and all those skills will eventually build and translate into what you do for your career.
My son's got a math degree, and years ago, he didn't do anything with it. And I said, Max, start getting into cybersecurity. So he started getting curious. He calls me one day, he sends me a picture. I said, what's that? It's a computer. I said, oh, where'd you get it? I built it. I said, you built it?
Yeah.
You never even had a computer when you were a kid. It was water cooled on top of it.
Oh, yeah,
I said, dude, that's screaming
slick, eh?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he finally started getting into it, and now he's got a great job at Intel, and they trained him.
Yeah.
Because he got the math degree, and he's trainable.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are trainable in different levels of security.
Absolutely.
Right? So I think that's really, really cool. Well, I'm so glad I met you, and thanks so much for coming on the show, my friend.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure.
Are you giving a speech or anything like that?
No, I just did an intro to the badge. I'm just here to listen and support everyone and make sure everyone has a good time.
All right, excellent. It's our last show of the day. We'll be back tomorrow, Friday, here at RVAsec 2022. I guess that's it. We'll say see you later. See you tomorrow. All right.